Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wild Hearts. Apparently, we've had the release of a brand new trailer. It is called Official Update Trailer Lethal Blossoms. I still haven't really watched this trailer, so I don't know what is going to show up. So we're going to be watching it. I'm going to be giving you guys my initial reaction. Then we're going to be trying to analyze the video to the best of my ability. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
We have defended our village from ferocious beasts. But now, a new Kemono stalks Azuma. Beware the trail of sakura blossoms, or Murakumo will spirit you away.
Murakumo.
A new enemy requires new technology. The spinning top karakuri. When it spins, it banishes Murakumo's savage winds. And when it collides, it grows stronger. Fell Murakumo, and you will bring peace to our world. For now.
Damn. Okay, so now let's actually analyze this bad boy. So we have the starting shot with the Earthbreaker versus a Karakuri Katana. Nothing really new here. This is just kind of like representing the biggest challenges that we've had to face with the Earthbreaker. And then we have Amaterasu. And then we also have the Deathstalker, and it shows us the bomb against Deathstalker, basically to signify, hey, we've defeated all these Kemono. What comes next? Now, I'm curious about these scores because, don't get me wrong, I love Wild Hearts. I think Wild Hearts is a really good game. But Wild Hearts also had a lot of like problems in terms of like performance and stuff like that when it initially came out on PC as well as when it came out on console. That I'm just like, these scores are looking kind of high. Personally, just thinking about it like that. But then again, I don't really care that much about scores. It is whatever. But let's keep it going. So a new Kemono shows up. Apparently it's called Murakumo, according to what they were saying. It's like, I would like to be able to criticize the armors in terms of like, oh, this is a new armor, this is a different armor, but I'm pretty sure that this one we've already seen. I don't know about this one though, but I think it might be in the game as well, because I just crafted very little armor for myself and I haven't really made a whole lot of new sets. Looks like we got some kind of a fox thing with tree branches coming out of it. And it's got a massive AoE attack that is caused by wind. And now we're going to be able to create a brand new Karakuri, which is going to be a Beyblade. And apparently the Beyblade, I mean, this part doesn't really make a whole... I mean, I guess it can make sense because you can just be like, oh, I just make the Beyblade and it kills all the frogs. That's good because that will allow you to actually go and collect cubed meat. I think that's what they drop, right? Cubed meat. Although it's not like the best use of a Karakuri to just kill like herbivores or whatever. And apparently that spinning top is going to be able to cancel out the wind attacks from the new Kemono. Bonk. And they say that the spinning top grows stronger as it glides. I wonder how important the spinning top is going to be in general situations, because one of the problems that you have right now with Karakuri is the diminishing returns, right? And there's some Kemono where it's like after you've gotten to the diminishing returns of traps, they start becoming a little bit problematic because, say for instance, if you're playing something like the Mall, which requires a buildup of like 3 attacks before you can really land your big attack unless you're using the Steak Karakuri, you know, you have to rely on traps a whole lot in order to be able to tackle this. It's either the traps or the harpoon. And I wonder if the spinning top is also going to be able to provide you with some openings to deal with whenever you need a weapon that has a little bit more buildup. I mean, the new Karakuri looks interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I wonder if this is the set from the new Karakuri. Kind of looks like it might be. And then there's going to be a new, because everybody loved the Raven, so why would there be a new one, right? Now there's also some update notes over here on the official website. So it tells you Murakumo, which is the name of the new kimono, spinning top karakuri, limit break system, new weapons and armor set. So the new weapons and armor set are going to be coming from the new kimono. I believe that the new Raven most likely will also bring new weapons and armor set when that gets deployed. I think it's like the week after, right? Because I think it's April 6th and then April 10th or something. So we're going to be getting two kimono here pretty soon. So what do they have here? Spring has arrived and with it Sakura blossoms and foxes taking cat naps on Sakura blossoms. In April's first content update for Wild Hearts, we're introducing not only a new fusion karakuri, but also a brand new species of kimono, Murakumo. Like previous updates, this update is also free to players that already own Wild Hearts. New weapons and armor can be forged from Murakumo materials. After you forge this new gear, enhance them through the all-new limit break system. The limit break system isn't locked to just these new pieces of gear, of course. Enhance any piece of gear you already own. New kimono species Murakumo. You can see a picture here. Strange winds swirl the sakura blossoms, which fail to fall even long after spring has passed. When rumors spread of this eerie sight, parents warn their children to keep their distance, knowing that should you wander too close, the Vulpine fiend appears and spirits you away. For it is no mere wind, it is the Murakumo. This kimono is a plethora of pedal manipulating attacks are a real menace, courses through the air on platforms made of sakura blossoms, which in turn makes counterattacking tricky. When enraged, the Vulpine beast unleashes a thunderous tornado that could easily leave you unconscious. Hunters would be wise to employ a spinning top karakuri to fight against the beast. I wonder if this is going to involve using the heavenly thread thing, which is something that I do not like. I don't like that thing at all. The one where it's just, I think it's called heavenly thread, right? The one where you place a little thing in the ground, then you run over it and you get like this thread thing that allows you to jump a whole lot. I don't like that thing. I don't like that thing a whole lot. New karakuri spinning top. Once unleashed, the spinning top closes in on prey to deliver a stubborn assault. Whenever it hits kimono or other obstacles, it gains both speed and power. The spinning top can stagger kimono, given it has enough speed and power when it connects. Seems like this is something that you will want to like shoot from long distance from what they're saying here. We shall see. And then we have the new limit break system, which in the case of this specific weapon, looks like they're changing the whole tree because the tree does not look like this right now. And it looks like in this case, it shows you that you already have +2 limit break on this particular weapon. That is what I'm getting out of this graphic, and it seems like depending on what you do, like for instance, increasing the limit break on this weapon is going to increase the attack power by quite a bit. I think that mostly people are going to be using the limit break for increasing damage because damage pretty much is king, and that seems to be like where you get the best weapons. It's mostly like just damage, raw damage most of the time. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this does, but it also just makes me think, Jesus, the system is already like so. I was about to say complex. I don't think complex the real word. It's more like it takes so long for you to grind all of the materials to do all the things that you want to do to the weapon. If you're trying to maintain multiple weapons, having to on top of it do limit breaks, that's going to be insane. But they're saying that what you need for this is core orbs. Like, I think I have tons of those. If it's the core orbs, that really shouldn't be too much of a problem. But then again, I don't know. We'll have to see. Hunters can use core orbs to further enhance weapons and armor. Wait, armor as well? So you're going to be limit breaking armor as well? Interesting. The number of times you can carry out such enhancements and the effects they have are different for each piece of equipment. Core orbs can mainly be obtained by successfully hunting volatile kimono. So it's not deeply volatile kimono, just regular volatile kimono. Okay. The type of core orb drop will depend on where you are hunting. Okay, so these are not the orbs. Like I thought it was the core things that you've been getting for quite some time, but this is actually a new material. And they're going to give you a reason to hunt volatile kimono. Be thankful they're not trying to give you a reason to hunt deeply volatile kimono, because I don't want to be hunting those more than once. Anyway, additional fixes and improvements. Team's still hard at work to pack as many fixes, improvements, and adjustments as possible. Be on the lookout for the full bulleted update notes on April 6th. Thank you for your continued support and passion for Wild Hearts. And then we get Death Haze Gloombeak, new talisman skill, new special quest, serial hunts. new chat stamps, and emotes. The end of April is looking as ferocious as the beginning. Make sure you're prepared for another deeply volatile Kemono, Death Haze, Gloombeak. Okay, so it's not the 10th, like I said earlier. It's on April 20th, and that one is going to be another deeply volatile Kemono. Yay! Can't wait to bash my head against that. Perhaps even more formidable, the next content update ushers a new type of special quest serial hunts. How many Kemono will you be able to hunt before being overwhelmed? Is it going to be like a hunt-a-thon, or is it going to be like a rampage? I mean, I don't see it being like a rampage, but I don't know, because they're saying, how many will you be able to hunt before being overwhelmed? That would mean that they're constantly spawning in new monsters until eventually it's like, hey, now there's 3 of them, deal with it. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. It'll be interesting to check out, but for now, that is the current update for Wild Hearts. My thoughts is like, hey, update it, but most importantly, fix the performance issues that people are having still on PC. Potentially try to optimize the game to the point where it can run at least at 1440p on PlayStation 5. I think those are like the big things, but to be honest, right? If we just take performance away for a little bit, if there's one thing I want, streamline the food system. Like, look, the food system in this game is like rocket science. It really is. Like, I don't want people telling me, oh no, Rurikhan, listen, you just do this and then you get, you put it on the dried thing and then you remove it from the dried thing and then you put it on the smoke thing. And it's like, no, I don't want to do any of that. Okay? I want to jump into the quest now and be like, oh, I'm going to grab this food and I'm going to eat it and that's going to be my buff. And I don't want to be eating raw food, but good God, that's becoming quite challenging. I remember when I had to do the Lahar back, I had to like run around for almost an hour before we even did the Lahar back just to be able to get fire resistance food. I don't think that's reasonable. I think it's like, hey, I want food with fire resistance. It shouldn't be something where it's like, well, put this here, now wait 10 minutes, now go there and get this other thing, now wait 10 more minutes, and then put this thing and move it from this thing to that. It's like, no. It just doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't. I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense. But that's my thought. Let me know what you guys would like to see improved in Wild Hearts. I'll leave that in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, bell notification icon, hit the like button, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.